if you're trying to create a high ticket coaching program, this is like what we've done and what I would currently do if I was building one from the ground up. Now, this will depend on what industry you're in, but I'm going to go over generally what I would include in this offer, how to make it a progressive product suite. That way you can retain and upsell customers. And of course, the supporting elements if your core retainer offer that will make this product sell. Now, number one, when you're designing a product offer, you always want to provide more value than you are taking. So the number one thing that we want to do when we're looking at this is like, what industry is it? What do people actually want? Now, for like the vast majority of industries, this is going to include some type of pre-filmed recorded content for your coaching program. Now, what this is going to cover is typically the core principles that this person came to achieve. So for example, with us, with our scale program, we are taking people that don't know how to create organic content, how to create that organic content, have an offer, and be able to fulfill on sales from the leads that they generate from the organic content, all within one program. And we're going to go through the basics on that. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can lay out the actual modules in this. You can either A, do it by topic, or B, you can do it as a set roadmap. Set roadmaps are usually typically a little bit better, and these go like step 1, step 2, step 3 in a process, so they get to a finish point within the program. The only issue is sometimes people come in, they already know certain parts of the roadmap, so they want to jump ahead. The way you can work around that is by being able to unlock different modules for them if you have them locked, or having them just all unlocked. So that's how I would do the module part. Now, the little tips and tricks is if you're using School or another program, is tying the transcript to it, especially on School. That way, the search bar is actually usable. The other thing is not only having modules, but having worksheets or plug and go templates. Anything that you can provide. So for example, with us, having templates where they can like estimate their revenue or how much or how often they need a post to generate the revenue to hit their revenue targets and or goals is super useful. Having content planning templates, again, super useful, something where they can download it, plug it into their system, and just put the content that they're going to publish in there so they have a plan, rather than also having to make the entire system for that as well. Okay, and like if you're like, for example, if you're a fitness coach, being able to have pre-downloadable workouts where you can just simply plug in the numbers for where you're starting on lifting, but already have like all the sets, the number of sets, and be able to just have like a sliding scale where you can adjust like the amount of weight based off of someone's current fitness. Super useful to get people going in the right direction. Or a template or apps or whatever it is to track macros, calories, all of this different stuff that just eliminates friction of taking your client from where they are to where they want to be with the result at the end of the program. The more you can take off their plate, the more they're going to be able to get done, and the better the results are going to be, which is just going to help with your retention down the line. The other aspect that's super popular now is having either group coaching calls or one-on-one calls. For scalability purposes, I recommend having group coaching calls, and then one-on-ones are a little bit different, and they depend on what industry you're in and whether or not you should include them. But for group calls, like in our program, we have group coaching calls on different topics every single day of the week. That way, no matter what someone is working on or where they're at, they can come to those calls and get the help and resources that they need on a weekly basis. And we typically have these set up in our group program. We have multiple coaches that specialize in different areas, so they can actually go in and focus on those different specialties, like whether it's landing page design, whether it's your sales process, social media analytics, content, whatever it is. We have those individualized calls. It's also better than general Q&A. That way we're not contradicting each other. And if people have questions related to another topic, we can always recommend them to go to that other call. Lastly, and this is where we go above and beyond, is we have Slack channels with basically daily support in them. We typically say replies are up to 48 hours or 2 business days. We just do that to give ourselves an edge, but we try and make sure everyone is replied to same day. If it's late in the afternoon, obviously it gets pushed to the next morning, but that's what we just typically try and do to make sure everyone is happy. That goes with under promise, over deliver. And then there's other things you can do with onboarding calls, one-on-one calls. There's a lot of different levels of support you can add in to make your coaching offer more robust. But these are the general principles. If you're launching a coaching program tomorrow and you want to be able to take this program from 0 to 6 figures a month, this is exactly what I do. And we've done as much as 500K in sales in a single month, and we've done it over 200 cash collected from this current offer suite that we have. And as far as tools go for utilizing and executing on this, I highly recommend School. Slack is great if you're looking for a different option. Voxer is also really popular to send voice notes as well. So with that being said, if you got any value from this video, please, you know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, because I'm just here to help you grow your business.